welcome to the Come Together Hub podcast. We're going to have a bit of a recovery ramble today, and I've got John with me, who's joined to answer some questions and give a bit of an insight into his recovery and maybe how we can help other people as well. So, John, welcome.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you like a few questions, maybe just to find out a bit more about your recovery and maybe things that you struggle with in your recovery so that people who are watching can probably identify with this. Is there anything that you find the most difficult about being in recovery or when you came into recovery?
I think the difficult part for my recovery was because I had my own self-belief that I could do it, and the people who were also in recovery around me were giving me that support. My difficulty was family and friends or people that knew is like, not having the confidence in you, or, you could just say something stupid at one point and someone say you still drinking again, and it's like, actually, why did you go back to that? I found that quite negative, and that still happens because I'm aware of people wondering how long it's going to be before I lapse.
Yeah. Do you think that's an expectation that our families put on us, or do you think that's an expectation that we might have of ourselves as well? Or has your family been quite open with you that they think that may happen with you?
I think, yeah, no, I think they have the confidence that I will continue. Yes, I totally agree. That's probably how I see it.
Yeah.
Me thinking and wondering waiting for people to comment on, and am I gonna lapse? So, I reckon quite a lot of it is on myself. So I judge myself. Getting to certain milestones is a way of me to reconfirm that I am still in recovery and I am battling it, but I'm still going forward positively.
Yeah. Those milestones, I think, are like so important, aren't they? Because I get some people can really struggle with that. They can be, I know for me, like my year one, when I hit 1 year, it floored me in a way that I didn't think it was going to. And I think that happens with all those little milestones that we hit, because every day is technically one, but it can be a bit overwhelming. Like, how have you found it, like, hitting those milestones? Do you see it as a positive, or can you get overwhelmed about it sometimes?
I actually get quite excited about milestones.
It's amazing.
Based on an experience I went into detox to start with, and I remember having a conversation with a guy who'd been there a week, and I was on my first day, and he was saying, I'm 17 days, and I want to be 17 days just to be able to say it was that long, because I didn't think I could get to 17 days. So yeah, for me, the milestones matter. I'm a year now, and I never genuinely thought I would hit a year.
Amazing.
But it was every month was helping me. Every month was a milestone.
Yeah.
And I got to the year and I think, never say never, but I never want to do it again.
Yeah. Have you found as well, so the things that you struggled with, say, earlier in, those first few months, and things that you struggle with now, are they different, or do you think?
No, yeah, I mean, it's been the total opposite, really, because, whereas when you first start out and you're sort of doing everything that you are supposed to do in recovery, then you sort of get the things like sort of the OCD things start to happen, because the forks have got to be in the drawer the right way, and just all the things that you're spending time on now that you wouldn't ordinarily while you were in addiction. Things you would just bypass. It doesn't matter, but now it does. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits come from it. Though some people might see it as a bit OTT.
Yeah. But I think it's kind of like you can view it in so many different ways, and for me, like, those things that have come up, because they never stop coming up, do they? I don't know about you, but for me, I'm always finding like new parts of myself that I'm a bit like, either is that still there, or where's that come from? But you're right, when you put the drugs down initially, I think those first couple of months for me were just about, I just can't use. I don't want to use. I need to just concentrate on not picking up. And then when that desire, you know, left me and has continued, I think my brain's free to like obsess over different things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you find that like, do you obsess over different things today than when you first come in, or do you find that you can keep that to like the back of your mind? Because you said about the maybe OCD, OTT things. Do you find that you're obsessing about little things more?
Yeah, I do, but you know, weirdly, I enjoy it.
Do you?
Yeah, because it's for me, it's actually finding a deeper part of myself. I'm finding things that never mattered do matter, and I get quite a buzz knowing that I'm going to be doing that, knowing that, you know, and I'm going to get up to a clean home in the morning because I couldn't go to bed because it's not clean or dishes not done. Whereas now, within my recovery, I get to spend time doing some of this stuff. You know?
I agree. I always used to say to myself, because I'm quite like house proud now I am, you know, and I used to almost question whether I was doing it too much. But then when I think to myself how bad it got when I was in addiction and I didn't look after myself or my home at all, I don't need to overthink that. Really, it's just me living up to my authentic values and morals, you know, like keeping your house clean, keeping myself clean, and I get a buzz off it. But I know that this disease is dead sneaky, and it will sometimes say like, you're doing too much cleaning, you're doing too much of this.
Or you do question yourself. You do question, actually, is this going to get out of hand?
Yeah.
Is this a new addiction?
Yeah. Always wondering whether we're cross-addicted.
Yeah. And you think, right, okay, you know, where's the recovery for this?
But where's the anonymous?
But I think ultimately, I mean, it's good being in recovery, and I'm happy in recovery.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing amazing as well. So thanks for joining us for a bit of a ramble. We will see you next week, guys. If you want to tune in, like, subscribe, come back and listen to some more of our stories. Thank you very much.